As it's taken a toll. It's taken a lot out of us, and it's important for us to remember that the people that are truly doing the hard work, people truly uh, giving everything up, are on the front lines, and those are the ones who deserve all the credit. We're doing the easy stuff here, just trying to help however we can uh, to allow them to do their job properly. So, with we're doing everything we can to help. So, any questions, any things like that, um, please post below, write a comment, send a message in. It's important we just have a conversation about it so we can continue to talk about the fact that there are needs that we're continuing to fill, and that the state of Israel and the IDF definitely need help with. So it's something that we're doing what we can to help, and it's something that we uh, are trying to continue to spread the word so we can continue to help those in need as much as we can. And uh, it's been it's been journey of a lifetime trying to figure all this stuff out. When we got started, little did we think that it would be over a year later and that we'd still be getting messages on a daily basis. Definitely didn't think that. Um, it's kind of actually hard to remember what our full mindset was when that started, because it was just, it was crazy. So hold on. We've delivered over 30,000 helmets to soldiers, a bunch of different other items, doing whatever we can to try to help on the front lines. And that's been our lives for the last, since October 9th. Us and small team. Shout out to Chaya, shout out to Tova. Absolutely no overhead when it comes to anything involving establishing a foundation or anything like that. Everything we're doing is to try to help those on the front lines without exception. We're doing everything we can to say yes to as many soldiers as possible. And through that, we have been introduced to so many different parts of Israeli society and so many unbelievable people. But it's been a journey. It's been a real journey, trying to help those on the front lines. And now, one of the challenges when it comes to fundraising is that people, for whatever reason, think that it's over. Not really sure why, but they think that maybe it's take a little bit of the pedal off the metal and the major issues have been dealt with. I'm here to say that's definitely not the case. They definitely still need our help. We're getting daily requests, and we are trying to raise as much money as possible and looking for creative solutions. We are non-professional, professional fundraisers at this point, and any ideas, thoughts, whatever it might be, we're here to. We're open and wanting to get as much assistance as possible. And there's no right way or wrong way. I mean, actually, let me rephrase that. The wrong way would be to take advantage of people's situations and provide, using the kids of soldiers and things like that, which we don't want to do. We're not doing. We're not going to put people out of their, we're not going to use people in that way. Some people do that in nonprofit space, unfortunately. All we're focused on is trying to help as many people on the front lines as possible. And we have thousands of requests for helmets, thousands of requests for ceramic plates, hundreds of requests for drones, and many other items that can make the difference between life and death. And Unit 11741, we've been trying to help as much as possible, and it's been unbelievably rewarding. It's a little bit challenging right now. I'm not going to lie. It is more than a bit challenging because, for one reason or another, people think that uh, it's maybe the stressful time has passed. Maybe it's not as important. Maybe The IDF should have caught up, excuse me. But part of not catching up on these things is that if you don't acknowledge that there's a problem in the first place, how are you supposed to catch up? The IDF has yet to come out and say that helmets from 1979 or 1980 are not safe. And as a result, how are you supposed to actually have an accurate view on what's going on if you don't have an adequate assessment of the challenges? Um, and people have helped amazingly. We've raised over $25 million since the beginning. It's been unbelievable just trying to do our small part. But with a ceasefire and everything like that, it's been a little bit more of a challenge um, the last bit. It's absolutely not the IOF. It is uh, people that are coming from all parts of Israeli society to try to defend Jewish people and save the hostages from captivity. And you just see unbelievable strength, courage, and uh, ingenuity from these guys. They're guys and gals. They're unbelievable. They're doing an amazing job. And we have this crazy person here spouting off in the comment section. But if those who support the IDF want to give a donation in his honor, I'm sure that would go a long way. He should know that anytime he stands up and tries to shame the Jewish people, shame the state of Israel, that we will respond appropriately. And there's no better way than to help those on the front lines. It's actually unfortunately, it is a choice. You have a lot of number of people in society that have not joined, and it's a problem actually because the people that have joined are being burdened tremendously, and they are working overtime and then some because someone needs to defend the country. So it's just false information when you say, if not, then you're jailed. Again, it's these cases now where you have people that have been to reserves at least 3 times. Now they're coming up on the 4th time, and it's hard. It's hard to, um, continually give up everything in your life to defend your country. Uh, and just like the IDF can't rest and can't sleep because of the crazy forces that are threatening Israel at all times, it's very important that, uh, we stand with them as much as possible. Um, it's funny that these clowns in the comment section think that they know anything about the state of Israel. If you were to actually pay attention to what's going on, there's big disagreement about how to handle the Haredi portion of the country because there's a good portion of people that are actually not participating in the uh, that are not participating at all in the military, and it's been trying because you have people that are being asked to report again and again and again, and there's a segment of the population that's not doing the same thing. So that's been a very challenging chapter for many people in Israel. And again, the least we can do is try to help and to provide support. So it's um, you're no, you're a complete clown. You have no idea what you're talking about if you think that every single person who doesn't serve is going to jail. You are a clown, and that's a polite way of saying it. Okay, so you're serving one person who's supposed to be there who's not. Um, okay, that's really really smart of you. Okay, so if we actually deal with the facts on the ground, you'll see that there is robust discussion and debate within Israeli society, and it's been a challenge. But anyway, let's focus on the positive things here. Let's focus on uh, real questions here. And the thing is that how can we continue to support those brave soldiers on the front lines? And any ideas, questions, anything like that, feel free to continue to send in notes and see what we can do. Um, and in the meantime, we can. Here's a little video of how we've been helping. Let's see this. All right, hold on.
For you should do something. He got his vest because I arranged him a vest for. He said, he told me, Dad, you must arrange for my friend 22 vests. And I did a lot of efforts and I managed to bring them 22 vests to the south. Just want to add something that I don't want to talk about all what happened there, but the 22 vests saved 5 soldiers from his team. They got the bullets on the vest. He saved them, and he was the first to react. Killed 3 or 4 terrorists, and he saved all his team. So he sacrificed his life for other, like her son.
Unbelievable heroism from that soldier. His father actually bought the equipment and then donated it himself before his own son fell. But he actually got these for the whole unit. So it's just something to be cognizant of. Um, and here's some good stuff here, just in terms of what's going on here. Let's take a look here.
שלוש, שתיים, אחד. וואו! וואו! ילדים! וואו! היה שווה לחכות. שתיים, אחד. אנחנו גדחן 271 במסר לחמאס. למרות השביעי באוקטובר, למרות עשרות ימי לחימה ברצועה, אנחנו מוכנים לדבר על סולחה, על חשיבה מחדש, בנייה מחדש, שיקום הרצועה.
תחנות ארנולד מנהרי. יש לי את הזכות להקדיש את הפיצוץ הבא לצוות מיר 19 פלחן צנחנים היקרים, לרפואת כל הפצועים ולזכרם של חיילינו שנפלו בקרב, אליסף שושן ואוהד אשור שמלווים אותנו לעד. פסל שלי בעוד 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. על הפחד!
What the fuck, יא חביבי, יא חביבי, יו, שלי בדם אגיד לך, יו, יא מרדי, איזה פיצוץ. וואי וואי וואי, זה מוקדש לכל החברים שלי. וואו, זה היה עוצמתי. וואו.
What did your equipment look like?
It was about, our equipment was really, honestly not good. Part of my job returning to the team was to source and find equipment.
Is that
immediately
that's
after
because
the
you spoke
situation
English, right? So therefore, if you speak English, you become like the procurement officer, essentially.
That is essentially the case. Any group of guys that have like one Kyle Boded or Le Hadash, anyone who's an English-speaking guy is going to become the warrant officer, the guy who has to run around, make connections.
The stories of Tomer. Let's try to listen to that. What did your equipment look like?
It was about, our equipment was really, honestly not good. Part of my job returning to the team was to source and find equipment.
Is that
immediately
that's
after
because
the
you spoke
situation
English, right? So therefore, if you speak English, you become like the procurement officer, essentially.
That is essentially the case. And
So if there was any doubt about whether or not there's missing equipment, I think that pretty much settles it. We know that there is. We know that there's big problems. We know that people need help. Unit 1171, we're doing everything we possibly can. If anyone has any ideas, thoughts, questions, whatever it might be, please reach out. We're trying to do whatever we can to continue to raise funds, continue to help on the front lines, however we can. And it takes everyone being involved and coming up with ideas to activate their network and to come together to help defend the state of Israel. So if anyone has any ideas, anyone has any thoughts, shoot me a message, shoot me a direct message. Here to help however possible. And we want to make that a reality. So thanks for everyone for tuning in. I'll be back on